Welcome back to my beer reviews. How you guys doing today? Today we have a beer that I've actually never had before, and I just looked up the reviews and it has really good reviews by people, really good feedback. So I decided, you know what, let's go try it. So yeah, and by the way, I have my hat. I got when I first started this channel, I got some criticism from someone for wearing this hat. So you know what, man, come to the Midwest, come to Chicago in the winter and deal with the cold, and you're gonna be wearing something like this too. So whatever. Anyways, we have really good review guests today, I assume. So we have Born Yesterday Pale Ale, fresh hopped, unfiltered, 7.2%, 2017 one-hitter series, Lagunitas, Petaluma, California, and Chicago, Illinois, as I have said a million times. I've never had this before, and it says it's a pale ale, but if it's 7.2% unfiltered and aggressively hopped, I don't see why this is not an IPA. And I looked at some of the reviews, and a lot of people were basically just saying how it's a really good IPA. So we shall see. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday evening. I actually got a new job, so I've just been doing paperwork and training, stuff like that, basically, all day. Got a good workout in. Happy about that. I swear, if I don't work out for like 3 days in a row, I get in a bad mood, man. So I didn't even work out as much as I usually do. I ran 5.5 miles, which to me is nothing. I usually do 7.5. I used to run 9 to 10 miles a day. Don't have time to do that anymore. And it's really not that good for you. But I was able to do that today, so I'm really happy. Exercise is my life, and man, if I drink all this beer and I didn't exercise, whew, we have a major problem, guys. We have a major issue. I could maybe read you guys off this review. Really don't see the point. I'll just make sure I pick up what they say. They're basically saying a very floral. A lot of people are saying that it's a throwdown with the Sculpin Unfiltered. That's why they made this. So I've never had the Sculpin Unfiltered. I'd love to try that though. Sculpin's too weak for me nowadays. I just don't drink it. It's too weak. Too weak. Okay, yeah, dankness, grapefruit, a little biscuit malt to go with it. Very hoppy. A lot of people are saying. Someone even noticed, and they said there's a little bit of lime to it, so I'm excited about that. Very excited. So let's get into it, guys. So they said it's unfiltered. Hey, and look at that. Could barely see it. You can barely see the shadow. Okay, I guess this is unfiltered. It smells just like it's okay. Well, okay, it's very hoppy. I'll get in the review. It's very hoppy, but I was gonna say it smells just like any Lagunitas beer. They always make their beers are too similar. That's why the Doppelweiss is my favorite beer because you wouldn't even think that that's Lagunitas beer if you weren't told it. You can smell it, try it. Does not have that hoppiness that all their beers have. I don't know which hops they use. I really don't like it that much. You guys already know that. But they need to make more variety, man. So you guys in Lagunitas, if you ever watch this years from now, you need to create more variety. All your beers taste the same. I can have my eyes closed or blindfold, taste test. I'd always be able to tell if it's Lagunitas for a fact. For a fact, guys. So right now, a lot of pine. Wow, a lot of pine, a lot of grapefruits coming off this beer. I'm getting some. It's either Amarillo or Cascade. That's what it is. That's the hop that you're definitely smelling for sure, for a fact. Grapefruit, pine, citrus. I'm getting some mosaic. I'm getting that little astringent cat urine, limey signature. You know what I'm talking about? This is really fresh too, guys. I mean, this smells extremely fresh. Smells like I'm at the brewery. Maybe that's why Born Yesterday, fresh hop brewed. Maybe that's why it's called that. Very refreshing. I can already tell it's getting into the winter time, but this is a beer that you would want in the summer for sure. I can see this being a really, really good go-to summer IPA. So, even though it's not labeled IPA, let's make it an IPA because it's probably what you're gonna get. I gotta admit, there's absolutely no head on this beer. And I've only had it in the freezer for like 15 minutes. That's it. So I don't know why it would do that. It's very interesting. So, but it's brand new. I know it's not old. I know it's not outdated. So let's get a little taste, guys. Salute. And to all my craft beer connoisseurs out there, enjoy. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. Okay. I'm wrong a little bit. It does taste more like a pale ale. Sorry, I know I keep adjusting my hat. It does taste more like a pale ale. Definitely not as strong as I want it to be. But it's very enjoying, very refreshing. So I want to get a little more of a taste before I start going into it. This is definitely not an IPA. It's very, very good though, but it's weak. It's very weak for a beer. For my beer, okay? For you guys may not be. I only drink the strong hard stuff, so for me this is really weak. It's good though. It tastes very good. I can down this. I don't down beer like that. I don't. Never been able to. I just can't chug beer ever. It's just one, you should never do it, and two, to me, it's just awful. I can take big gulps until it's done, but I can't chug it. But this is so light, I can probably halfway chug this beer. Just giving you guys a little. It's very. The only word that's coming to me right now is it's watery. Not really a good explanation. I know that. I apologize. It's very light. And this is why this definitely needs to be a summer beer. This is not a winter beer. I don't know why they release it right now. Bad timing by you guys. I'm sorry, but bad timing. So there's really not a lot of flavors in this, so I wanted this to be a longer review. Guess not. I apologize. Right now I'm getting very floral, okay? This is a floral dank beer. Dank does not mean, yes, again, I don't want to get a whole weed thing. Um, Dank with beer does not mean it's strong. It can be very danky and it can be a light beer. This is a very danky, very floral, very earth tone beer. Very refreshing though, very good. I like this. I really like this beer. I just don't know if it's gonna be enough for me. I don't know. Um, but it's very floral. The hops are there, but they're not as the hops are more in the smell test compared to the taste test, which is you don't want that. You don't sit and just smell beer, you drink the beer. So yeah, I'd rather it be more hoppier, but what can you do? With the hops though, this is a very distinct beer too. Very distinct beer. As in you can take a sip. Yeah, and you can just tell everything that's going on. So, first off the bat, because it's my favorite hop and it's easy to tell, I do taste some Citra. There's Citra hops in this. There's definitely the Mosaic hops. I'm getting Amarillo and Cascade. More of an Amarillo. I think that might be the kind of hops that they use. I'm not sure if that's the one that they always use that I don't like that much. Um, but yeah, I think that's what it is. Just from my beer experience, tasting it so many times, I really think that's what it is. To be honest. A lot of pine in this beer though. Very piney. I could see this being a West Coast. I mean, it's from California, well also Chicago, but I can see this being. That's just me. I don't know. I get the West. It's weird. I get the West Coast hops, but I feel like it's made. It's more like an East Coast IPA. As in, let me try to find a good example because I know it's confusing. It's like they took the West Coast hops, but they're trying to make an East Coast IPA. That's what I'm getting from this beer. It's very, very refreshing. It's a little different though, but again, it's a little weak. It's not a complex beer, not a heavy beer, pretty easy light beer to drink. I really do though, if I want to try to pick something very positive about this beer is it has that citra light citrus um easy flow to it, which I really like. Like you guys know, obviously, Citra hops are my favorite. That's why Dirt Wolf. I love Dirt Wolf because that's just that's like the definition of what you want. See, my Italianness. That's the definition of what you want of a good citrus beer. A Citra beer is a Victory Wolf. So if you guys really like Citra hop IPAs, definitely go get Victory. No, sorry. Dirt Wolf by Victory. I'm sorry, guys. And let me know what you think about it, because I think that's one of the best beers I've ever had. I'm gonna be honest. Absolutely. And this is like its little brother. This is like the one that just didn't make it. I'm sorry. It's like the one that failed. It didn't. It didn't finish the. It didn't go to the finish line. Basically, it's good, but it's pretty light though. So I think it's okay to have a beer on a beer review channel that, you know what, if you don't, I can't give everything like high scores, so sometimes there has to be the low scores, you know, has to be. So this is probably going to get not a high score, but I still would recommend trying this beer. It's very good. It's just not what I like. It leaves you wanting more. That's a really good way to put it. It leaves you wanting more. It's like ah, you're halfway there. Just add a little more to it, and this would be a fantastic beer. And tell you what, this just came to mind. If you guys want, if you guys want the older brother of this beer, Lagunitas, and I'm pretty sure I did a review. I can go back and look. I think I did a review. I did do it. Yes, it's called like citrusness or citrinuses, something like that. Their IPA, and that's like the older brother to this because this is very similar, but it falls short and the flavor is not there. Like I can take a sip. Flavor's already gone. I don't taste anything. I have to take another sip to get more flavor. That's what I'm saying. It's just there's not much to this, you know. When I looked at the bottle, I was thinking too to myself. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this beer that much. Honestly, I don't know. And I kind of could tell. I don't know. From looking at the Born yesterday, I thought it might have been like that all-day IPA they have. That's just very weak. It's what you have with your IHOP breakfast. You know, it's like 2% alcohol, so you have that with your steak and eggs or your eggs and bacon, whatever you do. That's what you do. I've been saying that for years. It's just funny. So if you don't like Mel After my comedy, go somewhere else. But basically, this seriously is like one of their weakest beers. And I'm gonna be honest, Lagunitas is not my favorite brewery, so I don't feel bad for bashing them because, like I said in the beginning of this review, they really need more variety. I mean, you can go out and you can get a ton of beers that taste like this. Basically, if you go out and get a shitty IPA, I'm sorry, but you go out and you get a shitty IPA, and it's just like, you know, 5, 6%, really not that strong. Like I had the tropical IPA from Sierra Nevada, and they're known to not be a good brewery, and that was just terrible. And I mean, this is like that with a little extra 1% alcohol. So it's really what you're gonna get. But if you're someone where you're the opposite of me, because you know, not everyone's like me. Excuse me, you're gonna really like this beer. So for all my people out there who don't like double IPAs, you don't like the hard stuff, you don't like the Imperials, you like the lighter, more fruity beers, then you're gonna like this. You're really gonna like this. And the reason I got this is because I even know if this microphone works, is because of the unfilteredness. Because it's unfiltered. That's why I wanted this beer. I love unfiltered beer, especially in a can. Unfiltered beer in a can. Oof, you're hitting some good grounds there, man. Because the unfilteredness keeps the flavor of the beer from when they created it. I mean, to me, that seals the deal. If it's unfiltered, give me it and let me try it. I'm pretty sure Two Hard's unfiltered. That's the kind that I really like, man. That's why I wish resin was still around. Resin's my favorite beer. Probably is always going to be. I mean, I know I said the Doppelweizen is, but the resin I literally can't get unless someone from the East Coast, come on, people from New York, somewhere like that. If you guys mailed it to me, then that's the only way. Or if I went out of my way to go online and buy it from somewhere from the East Coast, it's the only way I'm gonna get that beer. So I do say the Doppelweizen is my favorite because I can still get that. But above everything, man, 6 point resin, unfiltered, 103 IBUs. And see what I'm doing? I'm doing a beer review on this beer, and I'm sitting here talking about another one. Goes to show you how great this beer really is. Not that great. And I'm just telling you like it is today, people. No, no holding back. Okay. I feel like a dumbass. So I'm gonna read because I just remembered, they all have their different writings. I'm gonna read this and it actually explains what's in the beer. So let's see if I'm right. Imagine yourself in the field of dreams, brewer's dreams. That is to say, a field of hops. Ooh, Mosaic, Amarillo, Equinox. I've never even heard of Equinox. So, okay, I just learned something about craft beer. There is supposedly an Equinox hop. So, Mosaic, Amarillo, Equinox. Got 2 out of 3. And other special varieties curated by the great men and women who ply the land and trellis of the Yakima Valley in Washington State. Now inhale, now sip, now smell. Yeah, that was kind of gay, but I'm just trying to be funny. So yeah, I mean that basically. I mean, besides the Mosaic, Amarillo, and Equinox hops, there's nothing in this beer, you know. And that goes to show you how good marketing is because it has the hop. And I was in marketing. I wasn't a marketer, but that's what I was going to for a career. So I took marketing classes in college for like 5 years, and I have a certificate actually for marketing. So I know a lot about marketing, and they did a good job, man. I saw the hops. I saw all this unfiltered, and I was like, ooh. I was like, oh man, I gotta get this. It looks good, but it's not that good. So, out of 10, I think I'm gonna give this. I think I'm gonna give it a 6. You know, I don't think I'm ever gonna try something on here that deserves like a 3 or something. I did with one beer. If I could think of the worst beer I reviewed for you guys, um, it was called like Sorry Not Sorry or something like that. It was like a peach. It was awful. I tried to be nice in the review. It was terrible. But I think I'm gonna give this a 6. Because a 6 in my book is really not that great. I know I said, nothing really earns a 10, even an 8's good. So yeah, maybe this could be a 5. Um, I would drink this again though. I mean, if I went somewhere and they didn't have any craft beer, but they had just this, I'd be okay buying it. I wouldn't be pissed. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not getting my money's worth. I mean, this is not a bad beer. It's just when you're a connoisseur to this kind of stuff and you expect a lot more than regular people, it's kind of gonna let you down. Just how it goes. But again, if you guys are not like me, which I hope you guys aren't, if you guys are not like me and you like the lower stuff and you like different things, then you're definitely gonna like this beer. From the fact that it gives you the grapefruit, the citrus, the hops, and then I guess you can just say some, the limey mosaic kind of thing in there. I mean, it gives you some good things, some things to look forward to, but just not as much. It doesn't pack a punch. It comes off as a flimsy beer. It comes off as, yeah, I'm gonna have this, but I'm gonna want something stronger later, basically. So, but you know what? Can't all be winners, man. Can't all be winners. So, I don't even think I've ever finished a beer on here before. Honestly, like a full beer. And I mean, that's how weak this is, so I'm gonna finish this shit. That's what I'm saying. I can't chug beer. It's awful. I don't see any point to doing it. I've tried it once in my life. Did not go well. I mean, I didn't throw up or anything, but I literally like coughed somehow. I feel like there's something about beer that just, it's like, nope, you can't do that. With craft beer, not like Coors Light, not like fake beer, because that, I could probably down a Coors Light, no problem. Um, but yeah, this just, it's easy. It's like water. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was worried about that. I saw that it said 7%, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to buy this, because I don't want to end up being like, man, I don't feel like I got what I wanted, and then end up drinking all of them, and then just feeling awful tomorrow, because that's happened to me before, and I'm not going to that level again. But I was like, you know what, 7.2, and I started, doing that math in my head, which is stupid. I was like, okay, so 7.2, so if I have like 5 of them, that might equal up to, the 0.2 5 times might equal to another percent, so maybe the 0.2 will make a difference, and I'm like, what's the point in doing that? That's stupid. It's not gonna do anything. Whatever. But this is not a bad beer, guys. It's okay. To sum it up for all you beautiful ladies and gentlemen out there, Lagunitas is born yesterday, pale ale, fresh hopped, unfiltered, 7.2%. What you're gonna get with this beer is that you're gonna get the Mosaic, I guess Equinox, Amarillo, and I can still tell there's some Cascade hops in there. Because of the Mosaic, you're gonna get that astringent, um, almost like limey kind of taste to it, that cat pee astringent lingering. Absolutely. You're also gonna get the hops, the pine, the citrus, um, and then it's gonna be pretty light. I mean, you're not gonna get any alcohol taste on it at all. Very, very light. But it's very refreshing. Like, if it was the summertime, I would get this beer compared to other beers. And I'm being honest, I would. If it was summertime, I would get this beer. In the summer, I like more of a citrusy, lighter percent because of the heat. Something cool and refreshing, like those beers where you like have a hard day's work or you do something and you want something really nice and cold and refreshing and just like that hit the spot. This would do it. This, as cold as it can be without being frozen, would hit the spot beautifully. But it's just not my thing. The strongest part of this beer, though, I think, is the Citra in it. You can definitely tell that there's Citra hops, very citrusy, obviously. That's where it comes from. But basically, that carries on the most in this beer. So at the same time, it's like my favorite thing about craft beers and my favorite hops are the strongest in this. So at the same time, I can't give it a horrible review, but it's okay. It is what it is. So I know you guys have had beers like that. I'm not gonna sit here and talk your ear off. So 6 out of 10. I'm gonna give it the 6. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Not the 5. And by the way, guys, I paid $11 for a 6 pack, which again I don't think that's bad. I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm not really big into this beer, so whatever. But $11 is not bad. So $11 for the 6 pack. That's what you're gonna get in this beer, guys. 6 out of 10. For the review. So I thank you guys. I'm gonna go watch NXT. I was thinking about maybe doing some different types of reviews, maybe going back into some wrestling reviews, but I don't think that I have a fan base big enough. For people who are in that stuff, and the spiritual stuff, is the main focus. I mean, this obviously too is where I started, but that's more important. So I'd rather, besides entertaining people, I'd rather connect to you guys. I'd rather reach you guys and deliver something that you can use that you didn't know you had inside yourselves. Basically, that's me. No bullshit. So. Just want to get that out there, guys. So thank you for watching. I'm going to go enjoy my night. I hope you guys enjoy your night too. If you guys have any beer tonight, salute to you. Drink responsibly. If you have a couple of them, don't drive. Definitely eat something. and eat something healthy. Don't ever go to McDonald's. Don't ever do anything nasty like that, because you're just adding more insult to injury. You're hurting your body. So, but that's enough from a fitness crazy person. So, have a good night. Peace.